Live look that we have there in Washington, D.C. of our nation's capital. And when it comes down to what we're talking about here, the most important thing that we've been keeping an eye on is the balance of power there in the nation's capital. Let's go ahead and listen in and bring into the conversation, I should say, Austin Westfall here in the studio with us. Austin, of course, we know that you did amazing coverage on election night, covering all of these races as they were coming to a close, but it took a few days to call as well. What updates can you give us?
And you did amazing coverage as well. We appreciated you. We were watching you as you were traversing social media the entire night. Christina, you're right. On election night, early in the morning, in some time zones, we did hear the presidential race getting called. We eventually heard balance of power in the Senate being called shortly after. Balance of power in the House, though, still unknown. We did hear, just from the Associated Press, within the past few moments here, that one critical race has been decided. This is Nebraska's District 2 race. That's between Republican incumbent Don Bacon and Democrat Tony Vargas. If we can, Christina, let's take this graphic in full. You see that Bacon has just about a 2.5% lead over Vargas. The AP feeling comfortable enough to call this one in Bacon's favor with 98% of the votes tallied. Bacon is a 4-term congressman. He's an Air Force veteran. He's a moderate Republican as well. Vargas, the Democrat, is a state legislator in the Omaha region. This was a rematch. Bacon won by 2.5 points last time, so a very similar result this time around. The Cook Political Report actually had this seat leaning blue before the election. Interesting to note that this seat going to the Republican side. This district also had its own presidential electoral vote, which Harris was favored to win, and she did, in fact, win that. So, Christina, if you'll come back out to me, I want to pull up our balance of power map here because we have not heard a call from the Associated Press yet saying which party will take control of the House. This is how they're going to decide it. Once one of the parties hits 218, that means that they're going to have control of the lower chamber. Republicans are at 212 right now. 6 more wins, the Republicans take control. The Democrats, they need 19 more wins in order to take control of the lower chamber. This is a complicated map, a lot of dark red, a lot of dark blue. All of those are races that have been called. These lighter shades of pink, some of these lighter shades of blue, those are races that have not been called yet. Many of them, as you can tell, they're on the West Coast. Some of these races are very close. Some that I'm eyeing, in particular, Christina, are some of these in Arizona. They're very tight races. We're going to be speaking with AZ Central's Stephanie Murray to break those down. But the update for now is that the Republicans, Christina, very much close to getting not only control of the House, but they already have control of the Senate. So that would mean they would have the presidency plus both chambers. That makes the president just that much more powerful and that much more able to get legislation. Christina?
Especially again, as we're looking to the year 2025, we do know President-elect Donald Trump will be in office, so certainly something we'll continue to watch as the Associated Press calls more races, hopefully throughout this weekend.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, awesome. Austin Westfall there in our studio. Thank you so much for those updates.
Thanks.
All right, again, here on Live Now, we want to continue on with our coverage, but we are going to step away for a 2-minute break. Stay right here with us.